everyone. Namaste to everyone. We did speak about how we flow with the life and the life flow. And that was the time we understood also the concept of how different religions can speak about it in different way and how we incorporate that into our daily life. We spoke about that Jainism has two principles. One is forgiveness and compassion to the highest level. So Jainism teaches these are the ways how we continue in our life. Many times we understand the concepts and we know the concept, but we really do not know how to incorporate them into our realities. So today, before I continue further, I would like people, if they have any questions about anything, if they have any problems and they want to ask it, that how you actually incorporate them into your life to help you and to assist you. Any religious philosophies have their own understanding about it. And ascended masters share that knowledge and wisdom with us to tell us this is how we live our lives. Because life will go through its ups and downs. And during its ups and downs, how and what virtues will help me? What should be my thought process? And with that thought process, how do I actually incorporate that into my reality to not let my own alignment move out? Because in that moment, we all being human, it is the fear which takes over us. And we all just succumb to the fear in that point of time. The body normally at physical level, I'm talking about emotional level, fear takes over when things are not working as we expect them to work. Physical level, we all operate from parasympathetic nervous system and we shift to that point of time into the sympathetic nervous system, into the fear and the alignment. We start moving out from our own alignment in that moment. Mentally, our body starts producing the fear-based chemicals and the hormones. And then obviously, everything starts showing impact in our lives. So today is the day for you all. Tell me, where are you facing problem? What part are you not able to understand? Where would you like to get more clarity? You can raise your hand and I can take you on the platform. Is it that, yeah. I was wondering, is it that no one has any problem? One sec, I'm just... Sorry, I just...
I'm on unmute. I'm already unmuted, Sangeeta ji. Do you want me to speak or it is for someone else?
No. It's for you only.
Okay.
I just...
So
everyone can see me and Pradnya, right?
Yes. So Sangeeta ji, issue which I am facing since almost last 1 month is that there is lot of cough, and I feel that there is something wherein I'm not able to speak out my truth. In
what is the formation of the cough? Is it sticky, or is it just that? Well,
so earlier it was like a very, very dry cough, but now it has got converted into a wet kind of cough. And it's like I suddenly feel that urge to cough a lot, and this problem is there in my life since so many years that probably when I go to humid areas and once I start get that cough, it doesn't go that easily.
So, Pradnya, since you are constantly studying, and so for all of you, Pradnya has finished her graduations with us, and she's on her journey of masters and almost finished quite a bit of levels of masters as well. She belongs to the army background, no? So I mean, she is a fighter. So this is her background. Where I see you, Pradnya, is because you said it happens in the humid climate. And what you meant is like, in life, what is my learning? Because that's what we as theta healers, we constantly remind ourselves, what is my learning and what is the message for me? So anytime you experience any humidity in surrounding, in the relationships and all, there are some aspects of it, the thought process, which is still little acidic. So it begins with irritation. And because it is like, the acid reflux, which causes that discomfort here. And it begins with that. But like now, if it remains for a long time, the stigma starts coming up. लाइक जो बोलते हैं ना कि जो हंसते हंसते जो कर लिया होगा कभी इस जन्म में किसी जन्म में वो वापस जब आता है जिसको लाइक हम लोग बोलते हैं कि वो कर्मा स्टिकी है.
Yes.
So those sticky karmas surface up, like it then start taking that form and the reminder of that. And this is for the first time. I don't feel it is your inability to be able to express. It is more, it's not about inability to be able to express. It is more about let go and choosing to remain in balance. Because in life, we may begin our journey by learning, like I can express and I speak. But evolution is many times when we understand not to speak. Because when I am in silence, that point of time, I can listen to the inner chat.
Yes.
The desire to speak comes from, I know I'm not heard by. No one is listening to me. No one has heard me. So I want to speak. I want to speak. And many times when people even ask questions, they don't even wait for the answers. They only have the answers, they assume, and then they talk about their own answers there. Right? So the journey begins in our life from lack of expression and lack of communication, where we feel, मैंने नहीं बोला है, कोई मेरी सुनो. Like, मुझे बोलना है. Listen to me, listen to me. But from there, if you are evolving constantly, you are learning. When we learn, we connect to the wisdom of the soul. The soul always started their journey as an ascended master, like where we had the power. We were not powerless when we started our journey. True. So we had the understanding, we had the powers. So from there, it's a reminder, because like being in that meditative state is our nature, हमारी प्रकृति है. It is not कि हम गए विपश्यना या हम गए कोई center में, or you came to Cesta and we taught you how to meditate and you meditate for some time. It's the journey is not about sitting for meditation for that 15 minutes, half an hour or 1 hour. It's like, I am in that meditative state. I am in alignment is my nature, like, inbuilt element of mine. So for you, it has come to like when to remain in silence and to know when to speak, how much to speak, whom to speak, and when not to speak. Is it necessary for me to speak here? Is it going to, what are the benefits of it? If I need to communicate to the other party, is that something which is making sense? Because we are so much addicted to prove our point correct to the someone that half the time we want to speak because we want to prove I am right.
Yes.
It's not about we want, it is going to help them, and that's why we talk. We just want to say, I am right. You listen to me. So then also it's coming from ego based. And the
Proof.
minute the cup starts becoming like the sticky, like the physical body also has the reason, but it starts becoming sticky, which means the sticky karmas also have started coming in. Okay, which is like, I mean, it's sticky. It does not go easily. If something is sticky and it's not going easily, I need to make effort to let go of the stickiness from it. So then, like, it moves out. Anything which is sticky gets stuck. The rest of the things like moves out easily. So the learning for you is now when to keep quiet. Why do you want to speak? How will it benefit you and others? Because if it is my family, I'm going to remain here. And that consciousness of my family also constantly impacts me. Because that's how our physical body is designed. That's how our DNA structure is designed. So that also is constantly, I'm taking that message in. It is impacting me. So if what I speak, how I speak, the tone I use, is it beneficial for me and is it beneficial for someone else? Should I speak in this moment? What is the reason behind it? If our reason behind it is only to prove our point correct, whom are you proving? You're proving it to yourself that you are correct, right and wrong. And are you progressing as a soul with that? If you're not, is it really necessary? And then what do you want? If you want harmony in the relationship, because that is what makes you feel good about it, then is it bringing harmony in the relationship? Here, you are not suppressing. You are coming to the point where you are in charge of your life and you do not operate out of impulsive need in you to give it back to people, which is animalistic behavior. इसने मुझे मारा, मैं भी उसको मारूंगा. So that is animalistic. So here you are not operating out of that animalistic thing, and you are in charge and you say like, is it necessary? If it is not, let go, move on. If that person feels this is how it is, let it be. It's not making any difference. And probably if you don't want to be in agreement, there are like, we'll think about it. So you are not agreeing, you are not disagreeing, and you let go, because half, I think probably not even half, 80% fight is just to prove our point correct to people. And then it gets to ego. You told me this, I will do this. You told me this, I will do this. You don't teach me, you don't tell me, I will show you. And in that moment, people take some actions which are really not actually deeply, they have not thought about it. But it is more about you use these words, we get stuck to the words. Majority time, even if the opposite person has said the words which are hurtful, you also know they don't mean it. You know it very well, because they couldn't control, they were out of balance, they spoke it. But isn't it that we all speak words when we are not in our own control? We all speak certain words, and more than the words, a tone that we use. Tones impact, tones hurt someone very deeply. It is that tone which, like, we register and we hold on to it. If you cannot forgive them, it is okay, release them. So it stops impacting you. Release those people. If you're not yet come to the place of forgiveness, it is quite okay. Is that something, Pradnya, that answers your thing?
Yes. It makes complete sense now. Yes.
And when you will do that now, you go in theta, you do the entire process, change your belief, because like what I explained is already like talking about multiple beliefs of yours. Convert them into the belief format, change the soul fragment with them, change the free floating memories, and even instill the feelings into you that when my sticky karmas comes up, I know how to release them without being stuck to my sticky karmas. Yes. And that it is safe for me, and do that for the viruses which has caused the karma. So when you do the belief work, visualize it for yourself, visualize it for the viruses also. Because of the RNA, the replication of it constantly happens. And then teach your body with the new downloads, instill those new feelings, and you know how to act differently in that situation. So whatever belief work you have done, do that as well. And then imagine the same people, where you initially had the urge to express, go through the entire episode. What did they say? What was it that? And then the question line that I gave, think in that direction. And then probably when you will be more aligned, you will have no need to even argue back with them. And that is the time you will immediately see difference here. And then simply physically do nothing and then just consume some turmeric in whatever form your intuition guides you. Turmeric and honey if you require, turmeric in hot water with some lemon squeezed into it with little black pepper and black salt. Consume that. Turmeric is not only antiseptic and antiviral, the physical benefit, but for the karmas, wherever there is an energy influence in our body, like people who say black magic hua hai, and then they say somebody has done something. The turmeric actually has the power to clear a lot. When people who feel that if they just apply turmeric paste on their hand and keep it, and then they wash it, or you in your when you take shower in your water, little bit water with salt, a little turmeric you put once a week, you put that and then put the regular water. It actually has the power to cleanse that energy influence. So any energy that you would have taken in, so it will heal it. And then probably you will see as the time goes with the same people, you would not have given them power to impact you. You would be in your balance where initially you even may be surprised, because as long as there is a need in you that I have not expressed, you still consider I'm poor me. I'm poor me, I'm victim. People walk over me, people take advantage of me. Imagine number of beliefs you're holding on to just because you want to express it. So the minute you will clear that, you will realize that, oh, do I need to speak here? And why do I want to express? Expression and communication are two different things, and articulation is another ballgame altogether. So, expression of the self, the soul expression, now let that emerge and move to that level. Making sense to you?
Yes. In fact, I'm so amazed. In my cart itself, order करने के लिए मैंने honey डाल के रखा है, milk डाल के रखा है. I was planning to have turmeric milk with honey. So it's absolutely.
You can even have the gargling many times with little honey into it. So your intuition will guide you, because sometimes with just the salt water, sometimes little honey, if there is too much harshness, and sometimes with little turmeric, and it clears. And you can even take the steam also with little turmeric. Yes. So one cabbage leaf, little ajwain, it is to clear the passage. Little, when you put little Vicks and also it's to clear the passage. But when there is an energy influence, you can put little turmeric and then take the steam inhalation. So then internally also you have consumed it, you have taken it, externally also you are clearing energy influence, and obviously you are vulnerable to it because of your limiting beliefs. So let go of the need to express and to know, like, just actually download when to express, when not to express, why you want to express. Is it necessary to speak? If it is not, you remain in your charge and let go.
And it's
Okay.
so amazing, Sangeeta ji, while you were mentioning about to be silent. So, since I was not well and traveling, I could not see through all the videos of happiness habit. And I happened to see only video wherein you have mentioned about silence. So it's amazing.
Overthinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Overthinking. Right now, overthinking is going on.
So I could not see few videos, but few of them, whichever I saw today, also in the morning, I saw watched one video wherein it was about power of being silent and connecting with your inner self.
And in fact, we just, I think we already gave a will. I think we just gave you the meditation of overthinking during your sleep state. His
Yes.
first time was overthinking in your awakened state. Second was in your sleep state. So, like, stop overthinking at that time, because what thought, if you would have gone, I've not expressed in your sleep state, also you multiply it 6,000 times. And then wake
Yes.
up the next morning feeling, why have I not spoken? Why do I always like keep quiet? But you have reached to a point you do not need to. And probably, like, I mean, certain times you just want to calm it down, and it's not worth the time. The life has given this time to do so many beautiful and productive things. All the time we can't argue with people, and which is like useless. It's not taking us anywhere. So let
So
go.
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, Radha, for joining.
So
Is
much,
there
Sangeeta.
else who have any question, any problem, anything that they have not understood? Yes, Jason. One sec, Jason. I will take you. And unmute you. Yeah, you can unmute yourself, Jason.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, good morning, Jason.
Good morning. Ma'am, I have this problem of tremendous weakness. Too much fatigue in the body, which is not going.
So the first thing, without scan, looks
Someone
overthinking
else's
only
noise is
for
coming.
you.
Ma'am, someone else's noise is coming.
Yeah, please everyone put yourself on mute. Anusha, your sound is coming. So she has put herself
And ma'am,
on mute.
lot of palpitations. I mean,
The palpitation is
also
from now or from before?
from lockdown time.
From
Lockdown.
lockdown time. So lockdown time, did you actually move out, or the entire time frame you were majority time in?
Inside.
So even when people started moving out, even at that time you chose to be in.
No, no. When people started moving out, I started moving slowly, started moving out.
Okay, I have the permission to scan you.
Yes, ma'am, please. Thank you.
So, Jaisal, your fatigueness and your tiredness shows more of B12 deficiency in the body. You can either get it checked and then, or you can, I do not know whether you are taking any B12 supplements and or not. And it showed clear B12 deficiency in the body, and it showed your D3 is also not up to the mark. Not bad. It is not the reason for your tiredness, but it is not up to the mark. So probably that also requires to be checked, and you need to take the course of D3 tablets also to build up yourself. The third thing which it showed was to build it up, like your own immunity and the energy levels, was vitamin C. Like for you, like more than emotional, it showed all this. So there are water soluble vitamin C tablets. Like when you put one in the glass, it melts and freezes up, and then you consume it. So you probably require to start having that also. Start having your B12 also, and tell me, like, I think by next Thursday when we come, or next, like, I think at least 15 days time you take. 15 days, you will see a huge difference in that. And the body requires movement, because it again showed for your tiredness and all, like, I mean, you need to be little more active physically. Like body needs certain movements and all. So get that movement and all. When I scanned for your palpitation and all, it came from an emotional, like a lot of fear. You get into the fear psyche constantly and you get stuck to the fear. So you operate more out of fear and you stuck to that. And during that time, also during COVID, more was I am secluded, was the belief which came. So, like, it was not even that I'm like, a sense is I'm not included, like I'm not part of it, I'm not included, but I'm secluded was the thought process in your mind. And you constantly like fear that part. So, but like just superficially, if I will change that belief, it is pointless, because, and you have learned theta and you have learned B. So go deeper, that where is the first time you felt secluded? Where is it coming from? What had happened at that point of time? And give the complete healing to it, to let go of that. Because as long as like you will remain in that secluded thing, your immunity, the tiredness, the fatigueness, palpitation will come back. Because every moment, like there will be a fear and you will feel I am secluded. I'm not part of it. So where you don't, when you are not part of it, you don't feel you belong.
Part of what, ma'am? Part of?
Any situation. For example, there's a discussion happening in the house. When we feel secluded, कि मुझे भी उसमें part नहीं रखा, which means I'm not part of it. Na? Like, abhi, if there is a group discussion happening, I feel secluded in that group discussion. I feel they have not included me. Like, मुझे उसमें से बाहर निकाल दिया. They have secluded.
Like isolated?
Isolation comes, isolation is, it is, but it is different. You feel isolated, but isolation can be many times a choice we make unknowingly. Like isolation is sometimes when we don't even step out. Like, I mean, there are times when I can step out. I can exercise at home and I can go out. But I like to remain in isolation. I'm not attending a function. I like to remain in isolation. So isolation is by default. Also, many times we do it. But when I say secluded, like when creator guides a word, like I feel like I am being secluded. मुझे बाहर निकाल दिया. Like, I'm thrown out. So then that word is little more heavy charge. It can come from any past life also where you were being secluded. And so in this lifetime, you are choosing isolation rather than including yourself in something. Are you getting the look? Huh. So that is why I said, like, I'm not doing the clearing the belief, because it will be very superficial. It will be like a bandage work. But when it requires surgery, I cannot put a bandage on it. So you rather like dive deep into it and see like, where is it coming from? What had you experienced that? What were your learnings? Change those beliefs, do the downloads and everything. Were there any people involved into it? And then why are you choosing? What is your learning? Because you are still choosing even after so many years and lifetimes. If you're still choosing to remain in that energy, what will help you? Like, why are you choosing to remain like that? Is it making sense to you, and are you clearly getting? But first, please start B12. It is the minute this session gets over, go to the chemist. Don't even call for it on phone. Walk to the chemist. Start if you have a family doctor, and if you want, like just start with a multivitamin. B12, you definitely require. Vitamin C tablets you start, and the uprise D3 or something like you start. I'm not a doctor to tell you, but whomsoever you want to ask. But these are three things when you would have consumed for 3 weeks, because D3 is supposed to take only once in a week for a time. So you can just take that. And probably you want to ask Dr. Poonam. She is an orthopedic, like she had come on the platform. That is also fine. Just take your B12 right now, like from today you start. You are lacking in vitamins and minerals in the body. And then it all goes together at this age, like, if D3 calcium, if something is missing in the body, the structure, like you do not have that thing. So like, please start with your B12 at the earliest, and then tell us after 15 days how you're feeling. Yeah. Thank you,
Thank you,
Cesta.
ma'am.
Guys, time is over, so we'll not be able to take anyone else for now. We will just simply do certain downloads and all. But for all to understand that as much as our emotions impacts our physical body also impacts our emotions. So there are times if vitamins and minerals are lacking in the body, and we constantly remain in an emotional turmoil and a cycle, and we do not realize that, like, if you would have simply taken those vitamins and minerals, probably a lot of emotional drama will move out from your life. There's just, Pala has a question, does putting protection around us helps to prevent us from getting COVID or Nipah? If you're talking about the protection of, like you are imagining yourself in that protective shield, it does not. You require a very strong immunity so that you do not get any particular disease, virus problem. And to make sure that your physical body, you are focusing on making it stronger. Your physical body is becoming stronger, and your physical body is in a state to fight back anything. Because then you are always protected, because your body has the white cells and it knows how to kick out anything which enters, any viruses which enters. So just by me imagining that I have created a protective layer and I'm safe from COVID, no, my body has its own way of functioning. So I require to function how my body operates. I cannot say that if I am just in that state. Yeah, I mean, there are times people who have been meditating for years and they have created their physical body also in a way, because they have worked. There are 7 koshas and they have worked it out. But we have not reached to that level. So like, let's not take them as an example, and let's build our physical bodies also, Pala.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
hope, Pala, that answers you.
Yes.
So quickly, we will do a few downloads. So do I have the permission to download and instill the feelings into everyone that I know what it feels like to understand being in alignment through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane, or Creator of all that is. I know how to be in alignment. It is safe, it is possible. Without getting stuck to the fear cycle and without being stuck to the sticky karmas, I know what it feels like to allow my soul to always be uplifted from the sticky karmas as I'm connected with my higher self. And I let my higher self be in charge. I understand expression through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane, or Creator of all that is. I know when to speak, how much to speak, and when not to speak. I know what it feels like to allow myself to listen to my inner voice, and I participate in the inner chat. I know how to be participating in the inner chat and evolve through every participation in my inner chat. I am guided and I am protected. I know what it feels like to live my daily life feeling guidance and protection all the time. It is safe and it is possible. I understand the signs when I receive in the physical reality if I experience feeling unsafe. I know how to create safety for myself in that moment, knowing that the divine is always guiding me. I know how to remain in alignment with my intuition and to let my intuition hold me at every step. I know how to take the next step in my life physically rather than remaining only in my emotional state. I know how to take the physical step to upgrade the energy levels of my physical body and to make my physical body healthy and happy. I know how to take the physical step to upgrade my emotional body, the body of knowledge, which would help and assist me. I know how to take the next step to upgrade my physical, mental, emotional, financial status, my relationship status, and to know that any problem, when it comes into creation and existence, always comes with its solution and knowingness of how to discreate it as well. And I choose to focus my energies on discreating and on the solution and let go of the need in me to focus on the problem and the creation of the problems. I understand it through Creator's definition and perspective of the seventh plane of Creator of all that is. I know how to do that. It is safe, it is possible. I choose to live my daily life in alignment into every cell of your body, every area of your life, at all the four level of your beliefs, for each one's highest and best, in the highest and best possible way for each one now. Please say yes to receive the feelings.
Yes.
Creator of all that is, it is commanded to instill the feelings into everyone on the platform who says yes. And for people who will listen to it later while watching the video or listening to the audio, thank you, it is done, it is done, it is done. For each one's highest and best in the highest and best possible way for each one now. Creator, show me. Passing unconditional love, light, and healing to everyone. You all can open your eyes. Thank you everyone for joining. Have a wonderful life. The session was not just for Pradnya or Jaisal, or if I answered Pala. It's meant for everyone because the learning is for everyone. Probably if Pradnya experienced that kapha and Jaisal feels that she has lack of energy, I guess we all go through it at some point in life. So take in the learnings in life and take the next step in life. If you will remain stagnant in life where you are and you're doing nothing about uplifting yourself, then upliftment does not happen on its own. There has to be something which has to be done. As Pragya said, that probably like she has joined the happiness habit to our yearly program. And to make it better, now we give them the videos where they have the access to it and they can listen to it. But when that, even if she missed it, the message which had to come, she saw that video only. Even if she would have missed it, like, so for Pragya, after this overthinking gets over, you will actually have an access for remaining 9 days, the entire 21 days, so that even if you missed something, you can go through it. So life is about where you upgrade yourself. So take the next step in life and your intuition will guide you. But don't hesitate at that point of time, whether I should do it, whether I should not do it, why am I doing it? If you'll remain stuck in why is a wonderful question to help you to upgrade. You never ask yourself, why am I shouting? But why should I do it? When the next step comes, use your why wisely, where you are supposed to use it, which will help you, and don't use it as something to block you. Use it something which it helps you, right? So thank you everyone for joining. Have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. We'll see you all next Thursday. Thank you. Namaste to all.
Namaste. You look pretty today.
Thank
With your
you.
new hairdo.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.